CDR. We're in Tier 1 today. And I'm joined with Gainful, aka... I actually don't know your real name, Damien.
Damien, aka Gameful Odds.
Yeah, Damien. I was like, is it Damien? Is it Damien?
Yeah, Damien. Yeah, Gameful Odds was just a random name that was suggested by the PS4 at the time, and I couldn't be bothered to actually think of a name. So I just chose whatever was recommended.
Yeah, we've all been there, done that.
Yep. All right. So Austria, how do you feel about Austria?
Oh, it's one of those tracks, isn't it? Love-hate tracks. You absolutely love it and you're fast on it, or you absolutely hate it and then you're just average.
Yeah, it is true. And with this game now, with the curbs, it's problematic. We have the Stig who's out on his out lap. Well, he just started his hot lap, but I guess he invalidated, so he's backed out.
Alright, so call me out. So, who have we got first on the track at the moment?
I would say, is it Ruben?
Yep, so we're
Looks
right
like
with,
Sergio.
So we'll see. What sort of times do you reckon we're going to be seeing here then?
Well, based on the world records, I've been seeing some, I think I say some 102s. Generally, players who aren't as fast as the esports guys would probably be like 1.5 seconds off. So, and this is quali, so I would say some 103s. Yeah, some mid to high 103s. Mid 103s, that would be some pretty pacey times for qualifying.
So 103s, I reckon tier 1, I think we'll probably see, I think we'll see someone slip into the low 103, maybe a 10, high 102.
102s, ooh, okay, we'll see. That should be pretty interesting.
Well, these guys are a little bit faster than what we're used to, so...
Yeah, that's for sure.
We'll see how this goes.
That's for sure, because Sergio Mano's lap wasn't perfect, but he still was able to do a 104.3.
Yes, and that's the thing, you know, these guys make mistakes and they're still quicker than what we are. But
yeah,
of course, most of these are like yourself, running no assists.
Yeah,
which is always something that I keep trying, but can never get it done.
Yeah, it's just something you gotta start and stick with. When I started, I couldn't even start the race without crashing. Then I couldn't get past the first corner. Then my goal is to get 3 corners connected properly. So now my goal is just to finish the race without spinning, and I've been doing a lot better with that by just sticking with it. So yeah. All right, so Sergio Mano is in the pits.
Or do you drive in?
No, not cockpit mode. That's a bit. It's more realistic, but in terms of performance, cockpit mode isn't the best for me.
No.
All right, so who do we have out?
Just cracked open another beer, so got that sorted.
Yeah. We have THS and DG. Thanks, my dog. I'm not sure if that's what his name is. He's now going through sector 3, about to enter sector 3.
So they were already seeing 1039. So that was NLR. We were 1039 there. And we've got a yellow flag already in sector with a slow moving car. See, now I find this track is a very short track, but the last 2 corners, if you're on a fast lap, they can affect going into the pits. I found that because you cross over the pits to take the corner, and if someone's crossing over to come into the pits and they go a bit slower, I had an incident in a race the other day where someone just ploughed straight into the back of me. I was coming into the pits. He was coming around the corner. He ploughed in the back of me. I got the 5-second grid penalty. I'm like, how?
Yeah, I think everybody's had that at some point in time, me included, where at the last minute you realize, okay, this person is moving extremely slow. Then you realize, oh, they're going into the pits,
Yeah. So I'm
but
riding on
then it's too
board with
late.
Wezzer at the moment. He's at 105.2, second lap now on these tyres. So let's see if we can improve here. So he's going around. See, this is the section of corners that I always spin on. I can do every other part of the track fine, apart from these two corners. And this is where I spin, these two corners here that we're on board with Wezzer now. So
So
5 and
Masood did
6,
that
and I'm
nicely.
shooting over. See, I do love the graphics on this game. It just looks so real. All quite wide there.
Yeah,
But
it's a lot.
this new one, though, compared to 2020... you did invalidate there, actually. I was going to say, this new one, compared to 2020, is a bit more lenient on the last two curbs. I have noticed that. You can take a little bit more of this last two curbs. But I think he was too far over there. So we're on with
Yeah.
Delgi? I don't know. See, this is my problem. I can't say the bloody names.
Yeah,
So...
let's go with Delgi 93.
We'll just go with 93.
Or that works too. Okay, he goes 8th,
So
105.6.
Yeah. So this is interesting. We'll jump on board with Ozzo Bozzo because he is a fellow Tier 3 driver. So it'll be
Yes, and he's
interesting to see how
actually
he does.
messaging the chat to give us a shout.
Yeah, you got Robin saying good evening, guys.
Yeah, I think Robin is actually also.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I would never have thought that. He hasn't invalidated this lap, which is a shame. I wonder if he'll go straight around for another one. Stig didn't set the lap first time. I thought he would have. So this guy, I remember being in a test with him, and he was just gone. I mean, I'm not the fastest anyway, but he was just gone. Kelvin Racing saying evening, guys. Evening, Kelvin. How are you? What's your PSN name? I'd kind of know one by PSN rather than the names, but so the Stig had yeah, he has some pace. I think he won the last race, his first race in CDR. He won. So he comes across the line and he takes it second with a 104.3. So
We have an LR Phelan in first, and he is about 4 times.
yeah,
Well, just over 3 times up. That's pretty solid time for Q1. So imagine, as you said, we may actually get some low 102s because this is Q1 and 103.9.
Yeah,
so imagine what we get in Q2 and Q3.
The problem here as well that you have is because it's such a short track, trying to find space is an absolute nightmare. Like, you're all wanting to find a bit of space. You don't want the toe so much through the middle section. So you won't be hitting the toe the first two sections. So ideally you want someone that's just like your teammate, for example, to do their fast lap, and then they tow you down the 2 DRS straights, 3 DRS straights in here, isn't there? So they tow you down them and then move out the way quickly. And that's what we need in here. So
yeah,
we've got Josh there in 7th with 104.5.
I mean, there are pros and cons. The pro is that unlike a track like let's say Spa, if you have 3 minutes left, over 3 minutes left, that'll only get you a lap and a half in Spa, while in Austria you'll be able to get in 3 laps. So even if you go 3 minutes left and you invalidate a lap, then you can still keep pushing because the ERS generally balances out to just about 50% per lap in Austria if you start with 100%. So that's the bright side. The fact that if you make a mistake and you have enough ERS, you can just keep going again. In Spa, a minute and 40 seconds, not so sure that'll be the case.
No, so one of Noodles is invalidated as well. So he's sat there with 14th at the moment with 105.2, but he's invalidated as well. And hit the third lap on these tyres. So he's not going to have much left of his tyres. Whether he's got to come in now, put a new set on, and risk it just to get out of that drop zone.
Yeah, definitely. We've got two persons who are
so we've got two people
faded.
out. We've got
I'm not
Bruin
sure.
and Yahoo. Now I don't know if that was crashing or if they had quality bans.
Yeah, I'm checking the race director. I'm not seeing any DNFs, so I assume it's a quality ban.
Yeah.
Then we have the Stig, who has a grid penalty for illegal blocking, so I assume that was probably upon entrance to the pit.
Oh, God. So is that a five place grid penalty? He's not been happy with that.
It doesn't state how many grid penalties.
Second with 104.1. Sorry,
I assume so.
He just popped straight up there.
Nice.
So we're on with Charlie at the moment in the Ferrari. He's on his outlap. So let's see what he can do. Is Noodles still going around? Yep. So this is Noodles' fourth lap now on these, plus an outlap. It's a good job he's on his race tyre.
Yes, indeed.
He's coming into the pits, is he? Yes, he is. Right, so back on with Charlie. So Charlie's now on his fast lap now. So he's coming down. And he's going to turn 2. Coming around the left into the braking zone. Slide it into turn 2. See, now I see a few different lines into turn 2. I see some do that out wide and then come in tight. And some people stay out a little bit wide.
Yeah, I find with this game before, I find the way around tracks was very straightforward. This is the way to do it. But I think with the new driving model, that it allows persons to give their own input in terms of their specific driving styles, how they decide to take corners. Some people like a bit more oversteer, so they may take a corner a tad bit tighter. Yeah. While others, they like to carry more speed through the corner, so they may take a wider line, but they're going through the wider line faster. And I find that it generally balances out. It's just a matter of which you prefer. I just saw Charlie in Japan just flew into the pits without braking.
He invalidated. So, is that Mano? Did he retire on track, or was that? No, I think that's in the pits. I think he's happy with his.
Okay, let me check the race director and see.
So we're still waiting for Red Dog to go out and set a time yet. He's still sat in the pits. We've got 4 minutes left here. As you said, 4 minutes. You can still get 3 laps in. But
yeah, exactly.
He just needs to do a 105 flat, and he's in there. You know, Ozzo sat there with a 105.1. Noodles sat there with 105.2 in the drop zone. So, but Noodles is out of the pits at the moment. He's on the out lap. So is Ozzo Bozzo. They've both got new tyres on, which means they have one set less for the race or final quali.
Exactly, and now is the time for anybody that wants tyre strategy. Well, stay away from hards. I think that's the tyre strategy, the primary one for most tracks. But however, if you're comfortable mixing it up, I think can work. Whether you choose to start on mediums and then end with 2 softs, or you decide to start on softs, soft, medium, soft, medium, soft.
Do you think you stretch the mediums out to a medium soft? Can we be seeing that for a couple of safety cars?
It's possible, but it also depends on the person's setup, which is why I think this game is over last year. It's a lot more personalized, and the driving model is a lot more improved, because one person could drive the same way with their setup and be able to take it to get the medium stretch quite far. Yeah. Well, someone else with driving the same way but with a different setup might not be able to take the mediums that far. They may have too much stress on the tires going through the high-speed corners, so they may be going fast, but they aren't thinking about the long game. So I think the personal setups are going to be extremely important with the tire strategies. But because the pit stops in Austria are so short. It's about 20-second pit stop, and the track is so short. Yeah, exactly. The two stop may actually be is most likely the best bet at Austria. You could take a risk and do the one stop because, as we've seen with the races of past, safety cars are inevitable. Not one, not two, but at least three.
Yeah, but yeah. And that's the thing with this new game. The safety cars come out all the time, and it's because of damage. You know, the slightest tap to the wall and your wheel pops off. It is quite annoying, I have to say. You like a bit of lenience. You know, you lose a wing, you understand, but for a wheel to pop off under the slightest tap can get a bit annoying. But it causes a lot of people to spin out. And
Yeah, definitely.
a
We
lot of
got
people,
Charlie
they're just practicing, aren't they?
So, Red Dog, who are in the drop zone right now on their hot laps. But Red Dog's in the pit, so I
Red
guess
Dog hasn't even
he's
come
called
out,
it
so
quits.
I'm assuming he's got a quali ban as well. Because why would you not come out?
Yeah.
So we've got Charlie out on the out here now. He's just about to come across the line.
Doesn't look hopeful.
No, he does. No, he puts in 16th.
So Charlie's
He can go
out.
for another lap though. He's just managed to pop it over.
Yeah,
so,
does he have? Yep, he has enough ERS, so he's good to go and not seeing the fuel light on. So yeah, so he has a second chance.
I've just flipped back to Ozzo Bozzo because he's the next one at the moment. Noodles put it into 13th, so he managed to get from 14th to 13th. It now puts Wezzo and Jay Hart now at risk. So Ozzo,
Bosso, that looks invalidated.
He didn't invalidate.
Well, he got to do it this time because he has low fuel. He barely makes it.
He stuck it back in 15th. The last two corners he went wide there. That cost him big time.
Yeah, let's see what Jay Hartnell is going to do.
Luckily, he didn't invalidate. So Jay Hartnell is out. So we've got Charlie out, Jay Hartnell out. Call Me Our Kid is still out, going around. He's in 7th. He's not at risk. Matey Boy is in 9th. He's not out. And Noodles is still out. So it's all about Ozzo Buzzo really and Jay. So
yeah, for sure. So let's see what Jay does. Yeah, this doesn't look good either. We'll see.
No, he stays 16th. That's it. So Ozzo Buzzo from Tier 3 just scraped through there. Not by much though. Not by much.
Yeah, by less than a 10.
So the top 14 are separated by less than a second. Because the fastest is a 1:39 and 14th is 1:48. So there we go. Top 14th, less than a second.
Yeah, also and Call Me Our Kid. Whoa, NRL Phelan, he did his he used the same tires for 4 laps. Both him and also. They're really trying to save some tires for the race and Q3.
That NLR, sorry. I think because that was his first time he set. I think he's just out there practicing the track, just seeing where he can make up time. Like he did do 4 laps in his tires, didn't he? So, and that's the end of first qualification.
Yep, 5.
So there we go.
So it looks like we have LR Phelan, Sadio Mano, then the Stig, Scotty 123081, Saf1 Grimdraw, THS MDG, Call Me Arcade, HDR Hamster, Matey Boy 1, SFR Calvin Racing, Ruben 007659, Dalgi, Noodles, DRS F1 Wesu, and then
Ozzo Bozzo.
Yeah, also
So we're losing Jay Hartnell, Charlie, and then the last two that set a time. So Yahoo, Red Dog, and Ruin must all have quali bands. There's no time set from those guys.
So we go to Q2. What's
That's it. I
happened?
didn't invalidate. So yeah, I'm taking Robin is Ozzo. So.
Okay. So what's your who you think is going to get pole?
Oh, I
I
don't
have no
know.
idea. I'm not that familiar with Tier 1. Sorry,
No,
guys.
neither am I. But Stig is up there, I think. Seeing his pace, seeing what he done last race for his first race in it, I think he won it on his
You know,
first race.
you know what? Also, Bossa, if you're listening, I have you for pole. So next time you see me on track in CDR C3, just give me some, be cool. Be nice, let me by for having your back in Tier 1.
So yeah, I've gone for quite a aggressive setup for here for Sunday, which I don't normally do. A lot of my setups are built around an average pace and tyre wear. Where this time I've gone for a more aggressive average pace.
Right.
So I'm hoping to, as long as I don't make contact with anyone, I should be set for alright.
Yeah, I find I that everybody has their own way as well in terms of how they develop the setup for the car. I think I would see some persons they just do Grand Prix. Some people very seldom do time trials. I personally like to start with time trials. It's a lot easier. I would go online or I would pick just a random no assist setup and I would test it out. Seems like the game is stuck.
That's what I'm just saying. I'm just literally popping Discord to find out what's going on. So we are waiting on Dagi. So Chloe's just messaged me saying it's the one that was saying like how do you say that? How do you say that? It's Dalgi. So you pronounce it.
Dalgi.
Yeah. So you pronounce it Dal, the space Gee. So it's
Next,
Dalgi.
next time we start a stream, we need a sheet of names with the phonetic spelling, so we know exactly how to pronounce.
Yeah, we really do.
Because who Midge, his actual pronunciation is actually Magid. But who would have guessed that? Midge from Tier 3. Okay, so just bear with us. We're trying to figure out what's going on with the stream.
This is going to be a
Whether the
nightmare if
lobby
the
would have
lobby's
crashed.
crashed because yeah, it's halfway between the two.
Yeah, so if anybody's listening as a part of the in Tier 1 right now, just you could just pop on the Discord or the stream itself and just let us know what's going on because we can't tell anything from here. Okay, so CDR Hamster is saying the lobby's
Yeah,
fine.
the lobby's fine.
Does that mean that we need to rejoin? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a photo of it and send because I'm assuming you got the same thing as what I've got.
Yeah, I've just got please wait in the top left hand corner.
Yeah. Right. See if that pops up. Anyone?
Yeah, that's the same thing I have that you just posted in Discord. So anyone still with us? Just bear with us. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. I know the game has been out for a bit now, but still have issues. I don't know why they don't
So
get their act
so
together.
glitchy. Yeah.
To think that we pay for this, huh?
I know. And we paid for the. Did you pay for the early release like I did?
Yeah, I did, of course. And we still have these issues. They still make their money. Imagine you going to work and your clients complaining, your customers complaining about you all the time. You wouldn't get paid.
No, exactly. Exactly. Right. Chloe, are you still watching? So we might have to.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there are any driver streams. Um, hmm. Not sure what's going on.
Chloe just missed me.
So is Q2 in progress right now for the drivers?
That's what I'm just asking.
Okay.
Session's okay. You guys need to rejoin probably.
Okay. Hopefully that doesn't glitch the lobby. So we should rejoin then. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
if you
final consensus.
just both rejoin, and then it's going to be a shutdown game and rejoin sort of thing.